This is an anti-bullying law that would require a plan of action from school systems. The wording is very specific, but there is a chance another bill could take its place. School is a place to learn and grow, but for some students, it's a constant source of anxiety and stress because of bullying.
For a long time, I cried every night because it hurts so bad to watch your child come home and say, all I want to do is kill myself.
Veronica Castillo says her 11-year-old daughter is bullied mercilessly for her appearance. She says reporting the bullies to the teachers and principals did not do any good. She says the bullies were never punished. She finally had to get a lawyer involved to get her daughter moved to another school.
It's a serious matter. Bullying is serious. It causes long-term psychological effects.
Castillo supports the bill moving through the legislature that would require school systems to make a plan to combat bullying and visit that plan at least every 3 years. Michelle Bliss helped write the anti-bullying bill. Her son has Asperger's, a form of autism. She now homeschools her son.
When you take your child to school and you drop them off, you're trusting that those adults are going to protect them. And I think it's a real breach of trust.
The current language of the bill goes into detail of what is considered bullying, including students targeted for their appearance, a disability, and sexual orientation and gender expression. But Representative Mark White of East Memphis has his own bill that takes out all the specific definitions of bullying.
Apparently there are some people in the Tennessee legislature who would rather put forward a vague, toothless bill that doesn't protect really any children rather than put forward a bill that might protect a gay kid.
Representative White says defining bullying should be left to the school districts.
If you define that bullying is someone's expression of their sexual and gender identity, their perceived identity, then you set up a situation where it may not be bullying from another person, they may just have a different set of standards.
A comprehensive study of bullying in the state of Tennessee last year revealed more than 5,000 reported cases. And these moms say enough is enough. It's time for legislation.
It needs to be enacted and policies need to be put in place because now there's nothing. There are no clear defined policies as what to do with bullies.
And earlier this week, I sat down with Michelle Bliss to talk more about this anti-bullying bill. She's a mother, but she also works with the Tennessee Equality Project. She helped write the bill. All right, Michelle, thank you so much for being with us. Now, as a mother, how much does it mean to you to have anti-bullying legislation be successful this year?
It's incredibly important to me. As the parent of a child with developmental disabilities, it's so important for us to know that we can send our kids to school and they're going to be safe and that they can focus on learning instead of having to defend themselves.
And as a parent, you want your child to feel safe at school and concentrate on learning. How big of a problem is bullying right now for disrupting that?
Well, you know, there's some people who seem to think that it's just, casual teasing, but bullying and harassment and intimidation are prevalent across the state. In fact, the Tennessee Department of Education did a study of the 2012-2013 school year, and there were over 5,000 reported cases of bullying across the state. And I mean, that's just the reported ones, Lauren. I mean, who knows how many are out there where the kids are afraid to say something or go to a teacher.
And the bill that you're behind, what would this do you think, to help this?
Well, House Bill 927, which is sponsored by Karen Camper and Jim Kyle, House Bill 927 is designed to make a very clear and consistent message across the state. Right now there's a hodgepodge of local policies, some places with no policies whatsoever. And so what we want to do is make it very, very consistent, where any parent can send their child to school and know that they've got recourse and be able to say, my child is being bullied because of this. And the problem right now is that what's defined as bullying is really subjective. So we want to enumerate and give an objective measure of what constitutes bullying.
And this bill that you're supporting does move forward, or it will be heard in committee next week, correct?
Yes, on March 11th.
And are you thinking that it could be successful even though we are having this opposition to this specific language?
You know, I think it can, because I think if people stop and think about it, anyone who's ever been a parent knows that children need clear, consistent rules. And if you're a teacher, you want to know what the rules are. You want to know what rules you're supposed to be enforcing. You want your policies to be consistent. It really clears up the air, because otherwise it's subjective. You know, what does it mean to bully? What does it mean to harass and intimidate someone? All of that definition is stripped out of the bill in Representative White's version of the bill. There's no detail, there's no tooth to it. And, you know, a law without coercive force behind it, as I tell my political science students, is a useless law.